So what does it really take to be happy? Today, we're diving into a powerful idea that a happier life isn't built on some huge grand achievement, but on a series of small, intentional choices. We're going to unpack 12 of these keys starting right now. Let's just start with this question right here. What if happiness isn't some far-off destination you have to struggle to reach? What if it's found right here, in the small, simple choices you make every single day? That is the exact idea we're unpacking. And that's really our mission in this explainer, to give you a kind of practical toolkit. We're going to break down 12 actionable keys that can help you start transforming your well-being one simple choice at a time. Okay, so we're going to begin with part 1, mastering your inner world. And this is so foundational because the research is crystal clear. Lasting happiness doesn't really come from what's happening around us, but from the mindset we build on the inside. In this first part, we'll explore 4 keys to building that strong internal foundation. You can almost think of them like mental muscles we can train to totally shift how we experience the world. The first key is just beautifully simple. Be grateful. Now, this isn't about ignoring the tough stuff in life. Not at all. It's about actively shifting your focus to appreciate what you already have. Whether it's a warm cup of coffee, a quick call from a friend, or just a quiet moment. It's about finding the joy that's already there. Gratitude is really a form of mindfulness, which is the practice at the very heart of our next key. Mindfulness is simply about focusing your awareness completely on the present moment, without judging it. It is an incredibly powerful tool for cutting through all that mental noise and constant worry. And that brings us right to the key itself, stay present. Think about it, right? So often our minds are racing. We're stuck in the past or worrying about the future. By intentionally bringing our attention back to the now, we ground ourselves, we lower our stress, and we can actually experience our lives way more fully. So what does it actually mean to think positive? Well, this chart breaks it down perfectly. It's really a 2-part deal. First, it's about actively looking for the good in any situation. And second, and this is a big one, it's about reframing challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. And that idea of growth leads us perfectly to the final key in this section. Be resilient. Look, life is always going to have tough times. Resilience is that ability to bounce back from those setbacks, not by just gritting your teeth and enduring them, but by actively learning from them with a mindset that says, okay, this can make me stronger. Okay, so with our inner world foundation in place, let's move to part 2, connecting with your world. Because let's be real, happiness isn't a solo mission. It's so often found and amplified in our relationships with other people. So here, we'll focus on 2 really powerful keys that shape our interactions, because the quality of our relationships has such a direct and massive impact on our own happiness. So, the crucial thing here is about quality, not just quantity. Building positive bonds means intentionally spending your time with people who support you, who energize you, and who genuinely lift your spirits. Our social connections are just a vital source of well-being. Our next key is to be kind, and it has this really fascinating hidden benefit. Just think about this number for a second, 2. Every single act of kindness makes at least 2 people happier. So who are they? Well, it's the giver and the receiver. Doing something good for others doesn't just benefit them, it creates this positive feedback loop that boosts our own sense of happiness and purpose. It is a true win-win for well-being. All right, let's move into our final section, part 3, nurturing your life. This is where the rubber meets the road. We're getting into the tangible, daily practices that sustain our happiness for the long haul. This final section is all about the practical, daily habits that sustain our well-being over time, from taking care of our bodies to knowing when it's just time to unplug. Let's kick it off with staying healthy. Now, this isn't just one thing, but a system of 4 really essential pillars: nourishing our bodies with good food, moving them with exercise, letting them recover with proper rest, and actively managing our mental stress. Next up, follow your passion. This is all about making intentional time for the hobbies and activities that just light you up. It's not about being productive, it's about doing things that bring you a sense of genuine joy and fulfillment. This next key is all about giving our lives a sense of direction. Setting goals isn't just about achievement. It's about making sure those goals are actually aligned with our core values, which provides a deep and lasting sense of purpose. Now, we talked earlier about kindness to others. This slide powerfully shows its equally important counterpart, kindness to yourself. It just means treating yourself with the same patience, care, and compassion that you would offer to a good friend, especially when things are tough. This chart really captures a critical challenge of modern life. Just look at the energy we spend on screens and our daily routines compared to what we dedicate to actual rest. The key to long-term well-being is finding a better balance by intentionally making space to restore ourselves. And that leads us perfectly to our final key, unplug and rest. This is how we fix that imbalance we just saw. It's about consciously taking breaks from the constant digital noise and the daily grind. And let's be clear, this is not laziness, it's essential maintenance for preventing burnout and restoring your energy. So let's just put it all together. We've built a complete happiness toolkit. It starts inside by mastering our inner world. Then it extends outward by connecting with others. And finally, we sustain it all by nurturing our life with healthy, purposeful daily practices. So we end with the most important question of all. Of these 12 keys, which one will you turn today? The power to build a happier life is right here in these small choices. The only question is, which one are you going to make first?